Every 5 years, my family erased one member from existence. This year, it was my turn. I was eating breakfast when my mother slid an envelope across the table. "You've been selected for the next removal," she said calmly. "You have 6 months to say your goodbyes. After that, you'll be erased completely." My family had done this for as long as I could remember. Every 5 years, one person was chosen. Their photos were burned. Their name was never spoken again. Everyone was trained to forget they ever existed. Mom had grown up in foster care and believed attachment made people weak. Dad had lost his medical license for experimenting with memory suppression and treated our family like his personal laboratory. Together, they created a system where love had an expiration date. I watched them remove my uncle when I was 7. They burned his photos in the backyard while my cousins screamed and begged them to stop. "Tears are just withdrawal symptoms," Mom told them. "You'll thank me when you're stronger." Now it was my turn. The countdown started immediately. Every morning, Dad burned one photo of me from the family albums while my siblings watched. They installed a giant timer in my bedroom, counting down the days until I became nobody. At dinner, they made me wear a name tag that read, "Soon to be forgotten." But the worst part was watching what they did to my 7-year-old brother, Theo. They ran forgetting drills with him every day. If he said my name, he was sent to bed without dinner. If he reached for me, Mom would grab his arm and say, "She's already disappearing. Don't hold on to a ghost." One night, I found him crying in his closet. "I don't want to forget you," he whispered. "They said if I remember you after you're gone, they'll remove me too." That's when I decided to fight back. I started making secret videos with Theo, teaching him memory games using my face and my name. I hid USB drives inside his stuffed animals so he'd find them years later. Then I went through Dad's office and found something that changed everything. Addresses for every previously removed family member. I wrote to my uncle, the one they erased 15 years ago. His reply came 2 weeks later. "I've been waiting for someone on the inside," he wrote. "There are 11 of us now. We've been organizing for years. I started communicating with aunts, uncles, and cousins I never knew existed. They had a plan to expose everything, and they needed evidence. I recorded the forgetting drills. I photographed the pit where the photos were burned. I documented everything. But I got sloppy. Mom found one of my uncle's letters hidden in my mattress. She stood in my doorway holding it with shaking hands. "You've been contaminated," she said quietly. "The removal happens tonight." Everything moved fast. Dad locked Theo in his room with speakers playing. You never had a sister on a loop. Mom made phone calls, telling everyone to forget me immediately. They dragged me toward the back door. "Where are you taking me?" I screamed. "Somewhere you can't infect anyone else," Dad said. Then headlights flooded the windows, one car, then another, until the driveway was packed. The front door burst open and my uncle walked in, the same one they erased 15 years ago. Behind him came aunts, cousins, faces I'd only seen in photos before they were burned. "Remember me?" my uncle said to my mother. "I'm the ghost you created in 2009. "You're not real," Mom screamed. "You're not allowed here." "Oh, we're real," he said. "All 11 of us." One of my aunts stepped forward with a thick folder. "We have documentation of every removal going back 30 years. Photos, recordings,